The books were all processed, ready to ship, and then when the flood came, everything was destroyed.
Other than just books, right, what else was damaged?
Our heart. Hi, I'm Andrew Yap, founder of Big Bad Wolf and BookXcess. Big Bad Wolf is a reading advocacy company, and what Big Bad Wolf does is like a huge traveling circus where we take millions of books to cities around the world. We are there for 10 days, open 24 hours, sell the books as affordable as possible, and then we move on to another city. Whereas BookXcess is our permanent bookstores in Malaysia. We started in 2007 with just one tiny little bookstore in MCom Mall, Darling Jaya. We grew to more or less about 27 outlets throughout Malaysia. As for Big Bad Wolf, it started in 2009, just one tiny little sale, and now we have grown over the last 12 years. We currently have two warehouses, one here in Shah Alam and another in UAE, Sharjah. The warehouses are very important to us because it's a lifeline of our business, and what we do is very old school, physical books, right? And it requires huge storage spaces. And why Sharjah is because the Middle East is at the center of the world. It is for our African and Middle East market. We are in 34 cities and 14 different countries globally. Currently, Big Bad Wolf is in Malaysia, Hong Kong, UAE. Yeah, there's quite a few, and the thing is because we are always growing, and I just got back from Africa, so we're going to add another 6 countries this year. In Africa, we are going to be running the Big Bad Wolf sale, and there is a huge void, in terms of reading materials. We feel that Africa has been very deprived. Africa is also one of the biggest emerging markets in the world, right? They need books. It's our duty to actually go into all the markets that needs us as soon as possible. The flood that happened, I think, was one of the worst things that ever happened to the company, right? And this area which we are at is not a flood-prone area, and there are many times where parts of Shah Alam were flooded over the years, but nowhere near here. So it was something that caught us very unexpectedly, and flood damage is the worst, even compared to fire, because water gets into every single thing and everywhere. So everything on ground was destroyed. And what was really disheartening is that books, all these books, it's not easy to replace. Can you imagine, 4.5 million books, if you get it out to kids all around Malaysia, immediately you can make a difference. One very sad scene that I can remember was the security guard called me around 1-2 a.m. Mentioning that, hey, there are families, in the warehouse, right, and scavenging for books. I thought what was going on. I asked them that, hey, you can't just take the books like that. They said that it's such a waste. Some of them just a little bit wet, but I said, there's moisture in it and it's wet, it will get moldy. But they said that it's fine, they dry in the sun and all, the kids got no books. I said, go ahead and take as many as you can, right? The flood also devastated not just our warehouse, but the communities around us also. We are a business, yes, we are suffering, but these are families and these are their lives. We didn't lose our homes. We immediately started a drive, right? And we started with all the communities around us first. We are also, staying true our mission, because this is a mission-based company. It's always the people first, before the business. And going through what we went through, we still had the time to actually do community work. In terms of joint ventures with other bookstores, somehow a lot of the bookstores don't like us. They see us as a threat, right? But they don't understand us. And I've always been trying to reach out. It's a very tough business we are in. As you can see, it's hard to survive in this business, right? And together we are stronger. But somehow, this competitive nature comes in, and they don't see the bigger picture. So it's hard to collaborate. In line with the inflation in Malaysia, right, the cost of books has gone up. But this is not the first time we went through this, because being in this business for the last 15 years, paperback like this was only 17 ringgit 90 cents, and we never raised our prices. Our books at BookXcess is still 17.90, and our paperbacks for Big Bad Wolf is only 10 ringgit, right? Not many people realize that we set the price first. It's not like other businesses where, oh, this is my cost for the product, and then they plus it, and then plus the margin, and then they come up with a selling price. For us, we look at it very differently. Basically, what would an average Malaysians or below average, the grassroots, what is the right price that they would buy a book without thinking about the price? That was our goal. And when we negotiate for prices, we negotiate the publishers saying that how can we actually sell this book at this price? Then we work backwards. We had to find solutions, and one of the solutions is that we got to go in huge volumes. But then we realized that it's not as easy as it seems. To keep the price low all this while, we are actually forced to grow to this size so that we can actually maintain the price. Our goal is to move 1 billion copies annually, and we all know how powerful books are. And we can achieve that. I would say that the world will change by itself.